What do you think separates your program that gets through to people, to kids, or to people that are, at risk? Because they have like the scared straight stuff, which I think people have shown through studies that does not work.
Does
So
not work.
yeah, what about yours that you think separates where people actually listen and hear it and
Well,
make changes, which is
well,
hard.
first of all, in any program, if I yelled at you and you have two reactions, fight or flight.
Yeah.
You don't think you can beat me, you're going to think of a way to get away, get out of here. And obviously with children and young people, they're not going to, go against a 240-pound guy. So what happens is they put up a wall and they'll sit there and they're not going to absorb one word you're saying. Their only thought process is get this fucking guy out of my face. And but then when I tell them a story about getting your ass cut from the top of the anus till the and it was a kid, I mean, I had kids come up to me 5 years, 7 years later already, 10 years now, more than that even. Man, Mr. Lawton, I'll never forget that story, man. I don't want to go to prison. And it's not about scaring. It wasn't scaring. It's just reality. That's why I call it the reality check program. And I also don't talk down to young people. And let me explain my adage of that. I don't know how old you are. How old are you?
I'm half your age. I'm 30.
Okay, you're 30. Half my age. You're 30. I'm not going to look down on anybody, no matter where they're at, in whatever levels and programs and YouTube and this. I don't care. You're smart in your own right. You know a lot more about a lot of things than I do. There's no question about that. Now, do you know more about prisons than me? Do you know more about the criminal justice? Probably not. Not many people do. So I'm only giving you my experience. But, I was just at the courthouse yesterday, and I deal with a lot of judges and court people. And when people tell me you got to give up on somebody, it pisses me off because I was 34 when I went to prison. I was 46 when I got out. And penniless, and you could change your life. So people come and say, oh man, I'm 35. What am I going to do? Let's start over, Mo. Don't be a quitter. And not only that, and that goes for anybody. Also, I bring my level down to the younger people. Like, I don't talk down to them. I respect what they have to say. Now, I often tell this to any business associate or a young person or parent. If you could change my mind, I'm willing to change. But you better come with your facts. You better come with something that's going to intrigue me that shows. I mean, I've been vetted by the best in the world. I'm not bragging in the program. I'm just saying, if you have something better in any division, I'll change my mind. I'm not stuck on stupid. And a lot of older people my age, I hate the older people, a lot of your parents' age, probably my age, give or take.
Yeah, my dad's your exact same age. His birthday was the other day.
Really? Tell him happy birthday.
Yeah,
it's, I look at that and I say, you take a young person like yourself. I have an iPhone 14, right? Whatever. I don't even know it anymore. I just get new one. So this phone, when I got it, I opened the book. I had to redo things, and I hit it, and I do it, and I hit it, and it gets done. You might take that phone, play with it, reboot it, play with it, reboot it, play with it. We both got to the same spot. You probably faster and probably, more memory wise. Me, I went through a book. I usually say that now I'm getting better, but all that shows us that young people learn differently than us. And we, when I say we, the older generation, has to step back and say, our way is not always the highway. Our way is not always the right way. I went to a school board truancy function yesterday, and I got disgusted. And I told them all. I said, you people, what are you talking about? You just maneuvering them into our way. We know it might not work, but it's what we need to do. You don't even get what the kid needs. I mean, I asked one of them, do you know gaming is a profession now? People can make millions of dollars gaming and tournaments. And I've been reading all about this. I would never thought of that. I said, what a fucking waste of time. I mean, it's hard for me to do because I have so much to do. But we're not always right. And parents got to get the grip on that. And I often tell parents, I'll get a parent in and they'll want me to handle their kid. That's I do very, very small amounts of those because I'm so busy now. But I'll get a parent. I had them fly me in places, and I said, hold on. I told you the deal. I'm not going to work with your son unless I'm working with you and your wife. 90% of the times they're the problem. And it, they don't want to admit it, and they've done well in your career, but raising a kid is not fucking easy. There's a lot of outside influences, there's a lot of texting symbols, there's so much what to do if you get arrested, what to do if sexting well, you're 30. If two 14-year-old kids pass a dick in a pussy bed or whatever, I don't give a shit what it is, that is actual child pornography.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's two 14-year-olds. I'm not talking about an old man and a kid. That's disgusting. But I'm talking about, and I'm a big believer in everybody's right to, if you're a consenting adult, do whatever the fuck you want. I'm out of your hair. I wouldn't care about what you did. As long as it's not hurting others and it's respecting the boundaries of decency, if you want. And not my decency. I'm talking about like I'm not gonna walk. This is crazy. I like to run, I live here. I like to run around naked sometimes. I'm not going to run around naked outside my house. You know what I mean? First of all, no one wants to see that. But my point is, when it's consenting adults, do what you want. Now, when it comes to children, hey, they got to explore. When I was a kid, I used to steal my dad's Playboy books in the closet. We would try to find ourselves. Kids today have the internet. Kids today have smartphones. I mean, is it going to be on the internet? That's probably going to happen, but that's a consequence. Maybe you should tell them, but there shouldn't be an illegal act. I mean, it's just kids finding themselves. It's crazy. We're making it out to be a bad thing when kids want to have sex. I hope they want to. I mean, it's just, it drives me nuts to say how authority system, school boards, the police, they are just want it their way or fuck it. And that's wrong, man.
Check out the full video now and subscribe. It's free.